Hello, hello. Welcome to 4 plus 4 equals.
Ate or a bitch if you're American. And I am your host, Denzel.
And I'm your other host, Arissa. And today we're going to be embarking on a journey through Filipino queer history. But first, let's do our little, a little ceremony of little updates. How are you, Denzel?
Thanksgiving break is literally around the corner, and girl, I'm ready. What about you?
I'm very much ready. I'm going back home, bringing some friends home too.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Friends as in if you were caught up with last week's episode or last time's episode.
Yeah, our 7 viewers. Our 7 viewers, okay? I'm pretty sure one is me, so 6.
But yeah, we all know I have some love stories going on. Stories
Yeah.
S
Keep the
plural.
roster open.
I don't even have a roster. I need a whole army of names, Yeah, okay.
That's your Roman Empire, girl. The military list.
But okay, so that is our little update. So
I was gonna say. Also, everyone's kind of busy today, so not everyone is here. So it's just a Risen and Eyes episode, as always. I'm your dedicated host at this
you
point.
keep showing up.
Because I have the mic, bitch. Who else?
Okay, so yeah, but we will return next episode. Yeah.
We have a little break,
Yeah, we do. We do. We're all busy. We're all booked and busy. Exactly. We're all booked and busy. So today we are embarking on a journey through Filipino queer history, and the question of the day is, bitch, are you gay?
No, I'm an ally for the gay stuff. Are you?
You're our diversity hire. Our diversity hire,
Yes.
Denzel.
Mhm.
I am very much gay, very much bi, you guys.
Giving? I felt that.
You did?
Did you feel like straightness?
I
when you saw me?
did. I was like, no, that guy. But yeah, okay. So, first things first. The story of queer individuals in the Philippines is as diverse and vibrant as the archipelago itself. While cultural shifts and colonial influences have shaped perceptions, the resilience and the contributions of this community have left an undeniable mark on queer Filipino society.
Period. Okay, she can hate that. Okay, come on, research. Yes, during the pre-colonial, we did talk about in class that were they a group, or there's people called babaylands, which is basically like non-binary. I'm not okay. I'm not straight. I mean, I'm gay, y'all. I hope I didn't get that way. But yeah, they're called babaylands, and basically they were non-conforming. They were two-spirit, like in Native American language, like having feminine and masculine energy in them. And I feel like our culture has lost that. But in the pre-colonial era, a lot of Filipinos were two-spirits. And fun fact, we think, or it's just a theory, but
Yeah. There is a theory going around, or like how Lapu-Lapu, which is one of our revered heroes of the Philippines, and he's always been thought of as male, but now there's like theories that he could be born female, and then he was just a warrior, and then throughout history that was just lost because of women weren't usually seen in those positions of being warriors, and so it was maybe like written out or rewritten to conform into the gender norms. And I think that's just so interesting how till this day we're just uncovering it and we're constantly rediscovering ourselves. Yeah.
All right. Well, new location as always.
As always.
Do you guys like it? Me and Arissa are in the library
Second
today.
floor.
Yeah, that's where it's at, bitch. Oh,
Never.
am I allowed to say that? I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're giving you diverse locations in the SF. Like,
Exactly, we're giving you a tour of SF State.
we are the tour girl. What you mean? Put us in the history books.
No, yeah, pay us. SF State, pay us. Lynn Mahoney.
That's why there's
Where's
a
our
strike.
check?
That's why we're about to go. Okay, so we gotta stop messing around. So continuing with continuing with our topic, comes with Spanish colonization. That was when literally Catholic ideals came up and suppressed pre-colonial acceptance, and non-normative gender expressions were very much so stigmatized and erasing the once fluid understanding of gender diversity. And my question is, how do you think the spread of Catholicism, or is that
Yeah, Catholicism.
Bitch. I cannot say it. Catholicism impacted the Philippines.
Definitely. So to answer the question of how religion has impacted the used to be more fluid way of life in the Philippines, I think definitely because religion has such a strict view of how to live and how to present oneself and especially Christianity. This is just my experience, speaking from experience. There's such a strict way of living and presenting yourself, and that it's so, and once that has been imposed on the Philippines, it's so hard to break out of that to this day, being queer and being from a Filipino family, like, we love each other, but my parents, like, they know that I'm bi, but they never talk about it. They choose to ignore it because that just doesn't fit how they were raised in such a Catholic environment. And it really, because religion has been used, it's always been, like, especially Christianity, it's been weaponized in a way to control people. And that's what the Spaniards did to the Philippines, I think. And how many centuries later now, till that today, it's still embedded into our society to the point that we struggle to break out of it. Even though there is hope, of course, there is hope. And we'll get onto that later with our, like, queer icons of the Philippines. Yeah. Like I said, even though Christian and Catholic ideals hang over our heads in the Philippines, despite these challenges, Filipino queer individuals have made significant contributions. And Denzel, who are some notable figures that have shaped the queer landscape in the Philippines, if you want to know?
Definitely, I don't know, like, the older generation, but the newer generation, I felt like Vice Ganda. We have Paolo Ballesteros, who is the Drag Race Philippines host. Tito Boy Abunda, who's like a really respectable and notable news authority. I think he's one of the older generations. And singers like such as like Isa Seguero, and Jake Paul. They used to go by Charisse. Like a pyramid, that was the song, girl. But they go by Jake now.
Mm-hmm.
Jake what? Jake.
Jake.
Just Jake.
And, like, over the years, like, these artists, celebrities, and just personalities have portrayed queer stories. They've challenged stereotypes and fostered inclusivity. Films and television series have been instrumental in depicting diverse narratives. And there is an argument to say to that, like, Filipinos see queer people as entertainment rather than, truly including them in society, but we are still there. Like our stories are still being heard, and that like there is such a complex landscape in the Philippines that, but there is change that is happening and there is hope. Yeah.
Also, I want to add into the fact there's a lot of Filipino gays out there. I mean, like you can stop it, but the spread, she's there. There, she's like a playgirl. And I'm talking about like every barangays have at least two, three, four gay people in them, and kids. It's just queerness is like very fun. You can't really get all on my FYP. I see a lot of like gay kids, like Filipino kids, and they're always like doing the Miss Universe parody,
Or like they're singing the ballads, or like doing dances, like they're voguing, like.
and the girl, they get down. So
No, they do. And I'd like to add Ocean Vuong, he's Viet American. He's a poet, but he once said that queerness was why he survived. It was his own innovation, and I think that's so true. Like, we're constantly defining ourselves. We're constantly trying to survive, and I think queerness is a way that our own form of expression. That's like, it's a way that it's something that people can't take away from us. Like, yeah.
all right, now going back to the modern or current history.
Yeah, current time.
The current time, girl. There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my brain is gone. But there is still a lot of discrimination and lack of legal protection, and societal stigma still persists to gay people or queer identities in the Philippines. Um, but a lot of activists, private events, and proposed legislation such as anti-discrimination bills are being pushed in the Philippines for inclusivity and legal safeguards. Basically, I've been watching a lot of Drag Race Philippines, and they're still fighting for trans rights. Like I feel like when it comes to trans people, they still don't. I feel like Filipinos are such stuck on. They're just trying to, because I feel like there's such a stigma between trans people, and all they can do is like sex work, which is not a really fitting job for them. They can do so much more, but without the proper resources, they're not able to given opportunities to expand from other work, like other occupations such as and I know you can't really change your gender, is it?
Yeah,
And
you can't change your name in the Philippines like legally.
yeah.
We talked about this in class, but it is illegal to have a name change if you are trans. Like, you have to have have proof that you've never done any like gender affirming surgeries or treatments. It's like, yeah, there is such like you said, there's such a stigma against trans people, I think everywhere, but like you can like truly see it in like modern times as like people push for change and like pushback happens. Yeah.
But we are fighting back. Platforms such as Drag Race is very important because they really highlight, I feel like, queer representation and queer joy. Yeah.
Queer joy, which is very important. Like, especially in such a world where, like, queer joy, I think, is so important to celebrate because of just how, like, it's so easy to be bogged down by like the news and how X number amount of people are dying because they're queer or they're trans or they're being killed for blank, blank, blank. And it's just like to have like this outlet of just queer joy where we can truly see ourselves and truly be ourselves. I think that's very important. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you to those platforms, that continues to highlight queer representation. Okay, finally, just to wrap things up, how do you envision the future of the Philippine, like LGBTQ plus or queer inclusion in the Philippines?
Like we talked about in class, queerness and anti-imperialism are so interconnected. So like I envision a society where like we are celebrated, where queer individuals have equal rights and opportunities without fear of discrimination. Education, advocacy, and continued activism will pave the way for a more equitable future. Yeah.
Damn, you sound smart, girl. Like, who wrote that? Like, come on. And yeah, so just to wrap things up, I feel like that's all the time we have today. Thank you for,
Staying with us till the very end.
and hearing our experiences. And join us for the next episode, girl. We have what? 2 more episodes?
2 more, I think.
2 more episodes, bitch.
This is a limited series.
I know. This is. After this, we're never gonna talk to each other.
After this, we're deleting the episodes from like.
She's wiped. Yeah. So stay tuned. This has been your host,
Orissa
Denzel, and this has been 4 plus 4
equals 8.
Fuck all the bitches that didn't show up.